This video is going to cover some very basic terminology on angles and their measures from section 14.1. I'm expecting you to be able to answer 2 questions by the end of this video and practice. First, what is the basic terminology associated with angles? And the second, what are special types of angles? So, first of all, let's look at some basic terminology. Something that I want you to do is to go back and review the definitions of line, segment, and ray. That was covered back in the very first section of Unit 9. An angle is created by rotating a ray around an endpoint of a ray. So if this is an endpoint of a ray, and there's my ray, the way I create an angle is by rotating that ray around. So you can sort of envision that ray moving around. The initial side of the angle is the ray in the initial position. So in this case, if this were my angle here, then my initial side is that initial position of the ray. The terminal side is going to be wherever that ray ends up. So in this case, that's where that ray got rotated to, so that's the terminal side. The end point of the ray gets a new special name in terms of the angle, and it is called the vertex of the angle. If the rotation of the terminal side is clockwise, then the angle is negative. If the rotation of the terminal side is counterclockwise, then the angle is positive. That works counterintuitively to what you may think. So remember, counterclockwise creates the positive angle, clockwise creates the negative angle. In order to name an angle, you've got 2 different ways to do that. One way is just by using the vertex of the angle. Another way is to use 3 letters, but the middle letter must be the vertex. So in this example here, we could call this angle C or angle ACB. We could also call it angle BCA. As long as that vertex is in the center, then it's considered the same angle. Finally, some special types of angles are referred to in this section and defined. This is seen on page 751 of your textbook. Some of these definitions we've already gone over once before. We've talked about acute angles being between 0 and 90 degrees, right angles equaling exactly 90, an obtuse angle being between 90 and 180, and a straight angle being exactly 180 degrees. As I mentioned, these are definitions that we've already discussed prior to this class, so I just want you to go back and review them. I want you to go ahead and just do a couple of practice problems reviewing the definitions that we've gone over in this video in preparation for our next class.